Yo, youngs and honeys, brothers and sisters. Today, I just wanted to talk about how I think the notion of getting her number is actually pretty weird. Now, think about what it's actually based on, the confession. Is it a K-drama confession that has been built upon for many episodes, many seasons now, and in real time that's gonna be weeks, months, maybe it's years even, who knows? Or is it just gonna be you looking at a pretty girl on the street, you're like, man, she's fine, I gotta ask her out. I think which one of the two, I think we all know which one it is. 9 times out of 10, the latter is gonna be the real life story. And I think that's super weird, because first of all, that's a literal stranger, you don't know them. And you're thinking about, yo, they're gonna be my girlfriend, they're gonna be my boyfriend, like, but I can get the friends to lovers pipeline. I can get that because that's the type of guy I am. I think that is the way, because you gotta get to know them first. But aside from, thinking that, oh, I want to be friends with her, I think it's completely fine, but also it's dishonest when you try to be friends with her with the intention that you want to date her eventually. You're going to be friends with her to win her over. That's how you think about it. And I think that's pretty weird. And me talking about this, I haven't had any girlfriends. So my girlfriends, I gotta put a space in between it. I don't have a girlfriend, all right? Just to make that clear, because I've had many girlfriends, but I've never had one of them come up to me and confess. I really love that about my friendships. It's all calm and chill. And because I don't like any of my girlfriends in that way. But what I have had is experiences of complete strangers coming up to me and asking me out, which is why I'm making this video in the first place, because some of those experiences just led me to think that it's pretty weird to go ask someone out for their contact when you don't even know them yet. You're not even making an effort to talk to them even. Like at the gym. Hey, how you doing? Like you build up that relationship over time before you start thinking about adding their contact, because at that point, we're gonna be friends, but we're not at that point yet. And I've had literal strangers come up to me and beg me for my contact. They don't know anything about me. They didn't even compliment me on anything, like, oh, you're so good looking, I love your necklace, like, no. And this one time I was with my friend
at EB Games, frickin' EB Games,
you know. It was a game shop inside a mall after school. And these 2 girls, they're like, they weren't acting like that, but with their shopping trolley, they came barging in. We were in the corner, they were like, hey, I think you're really cute. Could we please have your number? Could I have your Snapchat? Could I have your whatever? I kept rejecting them. Now, I must admit, the way I rejected them wasn't the best. But, hey, that's not the main point of the story. They kept begging, even when I said no. I was like, I don't have contacts with strangers. But what do you know? Can I add my Tumblr? Can I add your email? Like, they didn't actually say those, but you get the memo. That was the overall energy. And it wasn't until I questioned their ages, till they realized that the age gap was a little bit too big. Yeah, this shit ain't gonna work out. So that was pretty much the experience that led me to think about how weird it is, you know, coming from a guy's perspective, because you don't really hear about that. Guys don't really get asked out, I think. And so, I think this is a super rare experience that doesn't really turn out how most guys would expect it to be. And it's maybe because I value real love, I value true connection, but I feel like a lot of guys would be in the same position that I am. A lot of girls too, because this video is made for everyone. You couldn't tell. I just used her number because I'm a man, and it's usually that guys are the ones who ask the girls out. But yeah, this video can apply to everyone. So I think, you know, it's pretty weird to ask her for a number. I think you gotta get to know them first. That's at least the type of relationship I want. I want to get to know my girl first, you know? Before anything, I want to think, wow, she's my friend. She's someone who I can really trust. But then later on, maybe it's like, well, it's these little things. Somehow they make me so attracted to her. I don't know how, because honestly, I've had many lady friends. I just want to say that. And yeah, I can't say I've ever been attracted to any of them in that way. I mean, that's just how it is. Like, regardless of how pretty they are, because I've been friends with who I thought at the time was literally the prettiest girl in the school. I've been friends with her. And yeah, we're friends, we enjoyed each other's time, but it was nothing romantic. But friends were just friends to me. They weren't my romantic interests at the end of the day. So yeah, really value your own peace, value your own time, value yourself. If you get asked out, don't be like, oh my goodness, all this attention, oh my goodness, all this attention. I'm gonna say yes because they like me. Because I feel like most guys, they fall for a girl just because they like them. Most guys don't have high standards, honestly. That's why you see so many TikTokers it's like, oh, daring my friend to ask the guy out. And the caption is 99% success rate. It's true though. It's true, genuinely. A girl can ask any guy out, and there is gonna be a number like 99% success rate. As hard as it is to believe or to comprehend, that's just the truth. But by making these videos, I want to change that. I want to have y'all, my brothers and my sisters, develop higher standards for yourself, to reevaluate your life and, you know, up your self-respect. I want y'all to, well, I wouldn't say adopt the same thinking that I have, but at least understand it and take away your own beliefs about it. Take it as you will, and take it with a grain of salt, of course, because this is just what I think, and it's coming from my own experiences that you'll never ever be able to experience yourself. But yeah, let's go. Thank you everyone for the support. My latest video did super well. You know, it's got 139 views. That's the same number of subscribers on this channel, which is pretty crazy. and I got a few subscribers from that too. So, but aside from the analytics, yeah, I don't really care about that. I'm just doing these videos for fun. I want to treat Kyung's and Ani's arc like a digital diary. It always has been a digital diary, a place where I just share my thoughts, and if people are gonna take that as inspiration or advice, then they can. If they learn something from that, then I'm glad. If not, then you can still enjoy my presence, I guess. Whoosh. At the playground right now. Not many places to film any other videos, but yeah. Thank you, everyone. It's when you talk close enough that I feel it on my skin. Breathe it in. Most of these days I don't get too intimate. Why would I let you in? But I think again. I don't even try. Don't have to think. With you there's no pretending. You know me. You know me. And I just might know you too. And I'm gonna use the excuse. I'm actually sick right now. So if you hear a bit of a nasally tone, just so you know, I'm actually sick. Oh, nah, I'm joking. I'm not joking, but yeah, I'm not gonna be that petty. I'm not. Bro, what am I doing, mate? What am I doing that? All right, Jana, Jana.